And Chappie hits us up Monday morning and is like, yo, that call center that you guys were screwing with in your live stream 3 days ago, they want to send a cash mule right now in Southern California to pick up $60,000. Lieutenant Dan is the victim, Bull and Chappie. Here's what we do know. The victim's name, Bull, playing Lieutenant Dan. Chappie playing the niece. Money in the box is $60,000 for a PayPal overpayment over refund bullshit.
Tell me the password.
Actually, 59,618.01.
What is it?
Go ahead.
No.
What is it?
Bin boozled. Bin boozled.
Bean boozled. Chappie, I love it. Bean boozled. You'll have to watch the whole scam bait to find out why it's Bean Boozled, but the password was Bean Boozled. Chappie and Friends dropping on the same day as this video. You're gonna see the entire bait. We do these as often as we can. Chappie and Bull have to bait these guys for hours, sometimes months to get this to happen. This one was a little more condensed, but still a lot of work and a lot of convincing and a lot of patience that I don't have. So anyway, Bean Boozled is the password. We're expecting this
59K PayPal.
Now, this is one of the rare cases where they sent an ID, allegedly. So, if it's this person, we're looking for a Chinese male. Mr. Wang Wen was supposed to be the mule. They even sent an ID. Who's this guy?
When we receive ID of a criminal who's going to pick up the cash and facilitate this old scam operation. I already said, guys, it's gonna be full chef. Full of chef.
Do I look? I can't see shit.
No, you look like chef. Oh, so nothing changed. Nothing changed. I mean, you look exactly how you look. Are you supposed to look?
When we know that they're local, I suited up.
You need to clean your ears. Your ears has a lot of... Mortimer is back.
Been a while.
Dead or alive. I'm alive. Should we...
Nice.
We can play that.
Oh, we have a ton of stuff like that.
We have a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
We can like... Pancakes!
Oh shit! Wow!
It was close! What the... Alright, cool, Maya, I got my weapon.
Our shop is sure sticky everywhere.
Oh, I got Rico. That's crazy. Ability. Give me speed.
Serious? No, I'm not joking.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I get it. Fortunately, I killed it. Not a spider killer. Don't look at me.
Chappie said, guys, scammer telling me cash mule has arrived. We're like, no, he's
Nice.
not.
Dennis, 1,000 Dennis Bullet. Why would he go there? He's an idiot.
He said he's there. We're like, no, he's not. He said he's right. We're like, for 15-20 minutes, he's here. And then Chappie said, hey, take a picture or send me the address. Where is your courier? Where is your cash mule?
That's a laundromat.
He's not being in a different city, in a different neighborhood,
At a laundromat.
in a laundromat, washing his stinky underwear.
He's an idiot.
He's washing his socks.
So stupid. It's a liquor store and a laundromat. He's an idiot.
So the guy on this ID, he didn't even show up. He was too busy washing his socks.
On with him now says his guy got in an accident. One went to the laundromat, the other one got in a car accident. After that happened, we got a screenshot of a GPS.
And that's how we knew for
Ooh.
real. Somebody is coming, and when you get on that
And they're
screenshot,
coming from East LA.
you see how everything is in Chinese.
But
Yeah,
they
exactly.
found someone else.
They
And so
found
now,
somebody else.
the
Yeah.
guy that was there, allegedly, is now on his way again from a completely different side of town. When they sent the picture of that GPS in the car, you could see in the corner a little logo of what looked like a Prius. So it gave us a little more information. Again, no guarantee, you never know, but it looked like we were looking for a Toyota. So
It's a Honda Civic.
Definitely no activity yet.
Maybe right now he's putting money on turtle rings next door.
When we put Eli to be our eyes, he was sitting in the car, observing everything, and again, Chappie said the cash mule saying is, he's here, he's taking a picture of literally our street, vehicles, everything.
Do you want to peek down the road and see if there's anyone with their hazards, their flashlight lights on? Is there any car with a hazards on?
Dude, I'm so easy to spot me.
Well, unless E does it.
You want me to take like a stroll just around the block?
Yeah, because you're definitely less spottable than me. Yeah, dude.
So when we got a photo of the actual street we were on, we knew that they were actually there.
Yes.
We don't know if they're. I mean, this picture looks like they're on foot, but we don't know if they parked. We don't know if they Ubered. We don't have any idea.
I said, E, go for a
Hey,
walk
give me
in
your
the
event. Bitch.
Yeah, keep walking. You look like a tourist.
How's my form?
Second.
You look good. You look like you went on a jog, like you're gonna jog right now. Like a Yorker, enjoying the weather. Alright, do you see anything?
Yes, I do. Absolutely see something. That guy's white, but straight ahead I see a gray Toyota. There's a man in the front. The hazards are on.
There is a man sitting in a gray car with hazards. There's a small child in the back. He actually looked Hispanic, not Asian.
Oh, I don't think that's him because
With a baby in the back?
Yeah, it was probably like a 4-year-old just kind of laying down.
He definitely wasn't this picture that we looked at.
When E did his scooping the pooping, right? He did his undercover surveillance and all this stuff, scooping pooping.
He's like, thanks.
He was walking down the street and he said, guys, there is a car that's kind of like matching the description, but there is it's Latin American family sitting over there.
Wow.
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing else.
Scammer keeps saying he's there.
There is a UPS truck and there is Asian lady on the phone. There is no dudes. There is only one Asian. It's an Asian girl, like Asian lady on the phone. This is it.
Now, not to say a scammer can't be a female. It's happened, but this would. It's only happened once before where they've actually showed up.
Indian.
And the fact that they sent an ID of a man.
Right.
Usually they try to at least make it match somehow so that it's more believable to the victim. So we weren't expecting a female.
Right, that's correct.
I think maybe it's time for you show your face.
Alright, Ulf, it's your time to shine. Oh.
Scammer saying that Cashmere was there, but they not see any old man. I was like, Ash, get your old saggy balls, go in the corner.
Where's my
Start walking to his hooker corner, right in the corner, right? Like,
How?
His prime
Gold.
time, right? He's going in the corner, and as he approaching the destination where we agreed to meet with the Cashmere, I see a person.
Not bad,
walking a
actually.
dog, and he haven't even reached yet. And Scammer sending a message saying,
Scammer's asking if you have a dog.
you guys literally just did it. It was so freaking quick. I was like, they watching us away, watching us.
It blows us away every time how fast the communication is when the mule is Chinese, says they don't speak English, even though a lot of times they do.
Bullshit.
But the communication from Mandarin to Hindi back to us in English is almost instantaneous.
Tell him I'm standing on the corner, down the street past the vans.
Got myself on my hooker corner, as it were, with my box of cash.
Yeah.
And
60 grand.
floated around.
Someone's coming.
Tell us what happened, because I was on a phone with E.
Yes. So I had the group text up with Chappie. I'm standing on the corner. E is watching me from a car that's nearby. Art is watching me from a window, also nearby. But I'm the only one that can see all the way down the street. I'm holding the box. I'm spinning around, trying to look old and feeble. It's not hard for me. And eventually, I see my eye catches somebody down the road on the sidewalk on the phone.
Then what happened?
I'm standing on the corner and I see what looked like from a distance to be a woman. Now,
What?
in that mask with glasses on top of glasses through eye holes. I can't see a goddamn thing. I can barely hear myself breathe. So I can't see shit. But I see a blurry figure. I can tell was on the phone what looked like a woman who I noticed me. And then start to make her way
that's
towards
scary.
me. I'm like, this is probably she was on the phone. Yep.
Get ready to
He's top 5.
saying it's a
Do I
woman.
just not have the stats?
She gets close enough, I see, yes, it's definitely a woman, and I'm pretty sure this is her. And then she takes the phone off of her ear, and then she holds it up and takes a picture of me.
Is that for you? Huh? Huh? It's you.
I'm gonna do a race instead.
Girl, Lou.
Yeah,
What's the, what's the password?
Candy. We go
Anyone see?
who we're in pursuit right now, and the current one bored with stuff for the rest of your life. It creates a new email. They made it.
Stealing money. You kid? Stealing money. Stealing money. Money from the guy. Money. Yes, you're stealing money. Hey, hold on. We Truji Media. We independent journalists. Do you speak English? You don't speak English. Okay. It's okay. Breathe. Hey, calm down. It's okay. Hey, it's okay. Hey, it's okay. Hey, nothing bad gonna happen to you. Listen. Hold on. It's okay.
Touch me.
No, talk to me. Hold on. Who are you forgetting on the phone? You talking to your boss? Can I talk to him?
No.
Can I talk to your boss? Boss.
Tell her I have to
Okay,
leave
it's okay.
her.
Hey,
Calm down. And she don't want to come like, don't touch me.
Leave her now.
come on. Can you speak English, please?
No, 感觉那个我 taken.
Okay, tell me who you're talking to. Listen, who you
No
talking
touch
to?
me.
Nobody's touching you.
Dude. It's not bad, but like, wow, I actually can't do some extra races. Here we go. Nice. I mean, it's, do need more. Let's see, can I get anything? Just want to get some stuff.
I'm recording you. Nobody's touching you.
Oh my god.
You came to steal money. Yeah, cool.
You failed today, didn't you?
I didn't.
No, I've thrown that shit away. Yeah, because I was running.
Because I realized,
Oof.
yeah, you left the building with it, and then you
We
didn't
come
have it
back.
ever again.
It just clones itself into mayhem.
And we used one term for cancer. So is that appropriate? Because clearly there's a range of disease.
For me, it was like, as somebody who isn't scientific or has that kind of knowledge, I lumped cancer in as one big thing. So it's just been really educational for me, being a sick person, to find out how much more complex it is as a disease.
And did you know much before you were diagnosed? Because I suppose many people have will not think about it so much. So did you learn about it post-diagnosis, essentially?
Yeah, you become like an expert in your field in that respect. Like, you know it inside out. It's a full-time job basically, but with no pay and no hair, which is like no fun for anybody.
And what is cancer? So if we go to the, let's say we start with the cellular level, how would you define it?
So cancer is part of us. It's not something from outside. And it's when a cell, like Jar just said, decides that it's going to keep growing and growing and growing, multiplying and multiplying. It doesn't have the breaks that normal cells have to
Jeez,
stop
bro.
growing. That makes the lump, and the lump is cancer.
And clinically,
I get more stamina for Tensho Spring. It will kill me.
but clinically speaking, is it really inappropriate to put everything into one box?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, it's a little bit like saying, you know, I've got an infection. You know, there are so many different types of infection. You know, you could have a Staph aureus infection, you could have a flu infection, you could have Ebola, HIV. You know, there's so many different types of infections, and cancer's not dissimilar. You know, there are hundreds of different types of cancer, and it's mathematically impossible for no two patients to have identical cancers. Every cancer is different. There are commonalities, and the commonalities are driven
Where's
by
my PAL
tissue
card?
from
Are
which
you gonna
they
show up,
arise,
lady?
And that governs to some extent the drugs that they'll be sensitive to and the types of treatment approaches they'll take. Surgery.
Oh, this run is over, man. It's just so bad right now.
Therapy, depending on the types of mutations present in that cancer.
Okay, Van, at the basic level, then the fundamental level, could you take us through what's actually happening, what we understand is the problem?
Even within one type of cancer, there are lots of subtypes of cancers, and they've got different molecular makeups. And so the drugs we make usually are targeting a molecule. We've got 30,000 of those. And nature's quite clever. You know, you knock one on the head, another one pops up. So So then we face this problem of resistance.
Nice.
To therapy. And that's like really trying to work out a needle in a haystack. Because the cells in our body all talk to each other. The cells in the cancer all talk to each other. The cells in the body talk to the cancers. And so when we think about therapy, we think about immunotherapy, for example, trying to make our own immune system work against the cancers. Well, we want that to happen, but we don't want that to happen to everything else in our body, right? So we've got to understand where that cancer is and its own microenvironment, just like an environment around us. The cancer's got its own microenvironment inside our body's got a microenvironment that has the job to protect the cancer. Throws this invisibility cloak over the cancer, and now our drugs can't see the cancer anymore. And trying to understand.
I should get beeline burst. I think I'll be fine. I mean, oh, it's standard distance, but I think I'll be fine. There we go. Yeah.
And trying to pick our way through that so that we can make drugs.
All right, you get skill points now.
Is really important. That's what we're all doing. That's what we're all working on.
And Charlie referred to prevention, of course. So you referred to it, this almost this miraculous idea that it doesn't happen very often. Do we know how we are almost how most cells are protected most of the time?
One of the things that I think is important to realize is that cancers don't really invent things. What they do is they wreck the control of things. So you've got usual processes that normally self-terminate, self-attenuating processes that no longer attenuate. But even if you push the system to its limits and make those cells, I mean, by the time people are 30 or 40, they're crawling with mutations in these genes that should be pushing these cells into being cancer cells, but they still don't get cancer. So there's still quite a lot to discover and quite a lot of difference that we can make. And actually the difference is evident in the size of animals. Because if cancer is just a risk depending on how many cells you have, then elephants should get more cancer than humans. And whales shouldn't even be whales. They should be floating tumours on the Pacific. And they're not. They're better protected per cell per unit time than our cells are. And we don't understand that.
Well, we have a first question from the audience, actually, which is a question about treatment.
Hello, I'm Matthew D'Souza. My question is, what do you believe are the most promising areas of research or technological advancements that could lead to a universal cure or significantly improve treatments in the next decade? Thank you.
You mentioned pan-cancer therapies. Well, there may never be pan-cancer therapies because cancers come in so many types. But on the other hand, there are things that make every cancer in every patient different from every other cancer in every other patient, as Charlie said. There's also an awful lot of stuff going on in cancer cells that's the same as going on in normal cells. The problem is that we don't know how to target some of those guys, some of those particularly transcription factors that regulate gene expression and seem to be at the heart of how cancer, how cells switch into proliferation and switch out. So one problem is that we can't make drugs that inhibit everything, and there's still quite a tidy box full of toys out there that we could inhibit, probably with good anti-cancer effect, but we just don't know how to inhibit them. So that's one little part of the story of the two.
I think we need to think about not just the cancer cells, you know, the baddies. We need to also think about our own bodies and how our own cells could help attack that cancer. We need to think about the environment around us, and I know Charlie knows a lot about that. And we need to combine efforts. Right? So there's lots of combinations of I mean, you had, I don't know, how many different types of drugs did you have?
Chemo, radio. I'm on tamoxifen still, which is a hormone blocker, guys, because I appreciate not everybody knows what that is.
Thanks.
Septin. It's interesting because
She finally showed up.
Work and my experience, I've met a lot of people in the cancer community, and it's that minute where you find out you both have breast cancer. You're like, what drug did you have? Or what way round did you have it? Did you have chemo first and then surgery? Like, what way round? But it is so interesting because drugs that have worked for me, as you said, haven't worked for other people in certain combinations, haven't been as kind. I know there's a lot of research going on, especially around like melanated skins and radiotherapy. Like, the burns on like black women that I've seen are terrible. So it's really interesting because I think from the outside looking in, people are maybe like, oh, what are developments in treatment, and they may be good for some but not for everyone, and it's so complex. I don't know how you guys do it.
So I'm going to answer that question in a slightly different way, which is what we're interested in now is having studied late stage disease to the extent where I've got a little bit depressed about the possibility of ever curing advanced stage 4 cancers. We're going right back to the beginning and asking Gerard's question, which is how does this all start in the first place? And can we prevent more cancers than we're preventing? And obviously their lifestyle choices, don't drink, most importantly don't smoke. If you do one thing in the audience you could possibly do, is just don't smoke. Above everything else, that is the one risk factor that increase your risk of cancer by about 30-fold. So there's lifestyle choices, but I'm very interested in molecular cancer prevention and feeding into the signaling pathways that we all accumulate as we age that cause chronic inflammation, that aren't just driving cancer initiation, but are also doing other things like driving cardiovascular disease and dementia and other illnesses we associate with aging. And we're getting closer to this idea that there are a few pathways that are activated as you age that cause multiple aging pathologies. And if we knew what they were and we had drugs against them, and there are some examples, we could actually start to target those pathways and slow the aging process down and reduce your risk of cancer, cardiovascular disease, and maybe even dementia. So that's what we're beginning to get more interested in now. So prevention is better than cure.
Actually, our next question builds on that and the challenges posed by different cancers.
Dang it.
Hi, I'm Jo Bland, and my question is, are there any cancer types that you believe won't get a cure for a much longer time, if at all? And should research go into developing cures for all the different types, or aim for a universal cure for all cancers?
Well, who wants to start off?
So I've got a few ideas on this. I mean, one of the biggest challenges right now are targeting cancers which don't have cell surface receptors that are easy to hit with small molecules or antibodies, because antibodies can bind on the surface of the cell and inhibit
I have
this particular activated protein in a cancer from working. It's a bit like a traffic light that's gone from red to green and it's constantly telling the cell to divide.
Okay. I'm not about to be in a bad mood. Come on, like, you have the stats. Isn't it 600? Oh. 7th place? Dude, you have the stats, lady. Wow, you're actually dog shit this game. I didn't know 600 was not enough no more. Cool, great game. Alright, move along. Whatever.
If that traffic light's on the surface of the cell, you can hit it with a small molecule or an antibody to stop it from working and switch it back to red again. The challenge comes from some of the mesenchymal tumors, we call them. They're called sarcomas, soft tissue.
I barely got any, dude. Whatever. It's not that good. Nope. Dude.
これからも頼むぞ。
イタリアンはイベントが達成。確認を忘れずにな。
熱くたぎってくる。
Banana.
調子は悪くない。
Hold on.
大輝さんと一緒に本場のバーベキュー
Where are those names? I need to grab them.
ワイルドにボーノ
Bono! Fuck you. God damn it, bro.
海の幸をよく使うからね。
油断は命取りだ。気を引き締めろ。準備ならできている。
Tumors which have these transcription factors that are deeply embedded in the cell that activate gene expression in the nucleus that switch on programs telling the cell to divide and switch on hundreds of genes, and they're intrinsically very difficult to target for reasons I won't bore you with. And there are lots of different types of these sarcomas, all with different transcription factors, and we have to potentially, unless Gerard comes up with a solution which he's very close to doing, potentially target multiple different transcription factors in all these rare sarcomas. And the problem is, A, they're very difficult to target, B, very few individuals are affected with these individual types of sarcoma, which means commercially pharma companies don't invest in developing drugs against these diseases. And it's similar for pediatric tumors as well. Commercial individuals are affected with these individual types of sarcoma, which means commercially pharma companies don't invest in developing drugs against these diseases. And it's similar for pediatric tumors as well. Similar problem, but there are new technologies emerging that are looking scalable, looking like we might be able to start doing this much faster and much more cheaply than ever before. So there is hope, but it's taking time.
I think you also asked about a cure for all. I think there's little evidence that that's going to really happen. Although we all want it. We'd like an aspirin for cancer.
So would I.
Yeah, I think we all would. But I think if it's there, we would have found it by now. And I think it just goes right back to the beginning of the discussion. Now, all cancers are a bit different, and in different people, different cancers are also different. But what's hard is, working in the lab. Charlie works in the hospital and works in the lab. Working in the lab like I do, we also need to have really good models to be able to understand how to understand that rare cancer. And even getting that sort of material is hard to get because it's a rare cancer. So it's a circular problem. It's a really circular, but it doesn't mean it's not important. And there are funding bodies who are particularly interested in making sure that research happens in rare cancers. So it will happen. It hasn't happened yet.
So I respectfully disagree. I think the way that cells get the information on what to do, proliferate, for example, comes through the fact that they have receptors on their surfaces that bind signals that tell the cell to proliferate or differentiate or die or live or anything else like that. And they're very important in trying to understand. They're the things that differ from cell type to cell type. But the pathway that connects all of that to the nucleus, for example, which has the final say in deciding whether the cell's going to divide or not, has a certain shape. And one of the shapes that they seem to have, and this isn't fully explored, is they're shaped like an hourglass. So there's lots and lots of signals going along, measuring this, measuring that, assessing all sorts of states for the cell and its microenvironment and everything. And in the end, that has to be distilled down into a yes-no binary decision: proliferate or don't proliferate, live, die. And we don't really know where those switches are that consolidate all of this upstream information. And there's not much hope at the moment of designing drugs that will inhibit them. But if you could design drugs that would inhibit them, and we don't have any at the moment, you would find, I think, which we're trying to see that's what we're working on, I think you would see a much more vigorous pan response against many different types of cancer.
Well, we have I'm seeing you've been stood there for about half an hour. We have the next question from the audience.
Hi, I'm Simran Bao, and my question is there a possibility of coming up with a cure for cancer that is less invasive than chemo and radiotherapy?
So you said like an aspirin for cancer.
So I think so. We've got a huge armory of drugs to cancer, and some of them are cytotoxic, so they kill cells. Radiotherapy will try and kill cells that are dividing. And if we use them at high enough doses, they'll kill everything, right? They'll kill everything, and then sometimes we have to wonder whether the treatment is actually worse than having the cancer, because the treatment can be so toxic to the poor patient. So a lot of the work that we're doing is trying to really dial that down and work out ways to use the least possible amount of therapy, least amount of chemotherapy, least amount of immunotherapy, but try and get it right into the cancer so that we can protect other organs and protect how how we breathe, or getting rashes and all of that sort of nonsense. Just don't need it. And I think sometimes when I talk to my clinical friends, it's quite interesting to say, oh no, that chemo is that's really great, and almost no side effects. And then a friend of mine who's got breast cancer has it. She can't even take her kids to school because she's completely wiped out. Okay, her arms aren't dropping off, but she's sick from the chemotherapy. And I think there are ways that we can learn to really dial that down so that we can use what we've got, use it better, and use it precisely in cancer.
It sounds to me, it's honestly, the idea that the treatment is the thing that you actually feel.
Yeah.
It feels to me very different from other diseases where if you're taking antibiotics, you're taking them because you feel absolutely terrible.
Oh yeah, no, I was rolling around Glastonbury like 2 months before I got sick. I was living the time of my life, and I had a tumour in my boob the whole time. Do you know what I mean? I didn't feel sick. It was weird. Like, I got diagnosed with cancer, and then I didn't start treatment for like a month or so because I'd eggs harvested and stuff. Another thing you don't know, I was 31 and I got taken into a room, got told, you've got cancer, do you want kids? And I was like, I don't even get swiped right on the hinge, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what I want. But it was that weird moment of walking around and everything in my life was normal, but everything had changed completely. And it was actually only when I started to undergo like medical proceedings that I felt poorly. The thing is, what's really hard, I think, is a cancer.
Goal! Oh. Front runner. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh, must have did.
注目の一番に面白いレースだった。気が満ち満ちている。いいだろう。勝つにここは負けられない。いいぞ。勝利の足だ。C は筋肉踊る。注目の一番に面白いレースだった。
Is I love sitting here with you guys, like, you know how much I admire you and I think you're awesome, and we talk about cancer like cellular.
Oh man, lay low, but that is, like, dude. And when you yeah. Just
treated, it's almost like
pound me, bro.
Going into mechanics where you, like, and rightly so, the doctor's job is like, right, we're going to get rid of that.
Place.
We're going to do this, and we're going to move this, and we're going to put
Not
this
really
here.
ideal.
But all the time you are just othered completely from your body. It's a bit of a lose-lose. Well, it's a win-win and a lose-lose because you're going to get better and you're going to, most people, you know, survive it. But it means that my mum always said you have to get sick to get better, which is so crazy because normally it's like you take a drug to feel less crap.
And Charlie, the question was about this possibility of treatment becoming less invasive over time.
No, it's a great question, and there's huge excitement now. In the last 5 years, I've seen stuff that I just would never have believed possible. The combination of chemistry with AI and deep learning is just, I mean, it's mind-blowing. 5 years ago, you'd have thought this was all science fiction. I mean, there are academic groups and companies now that are almost imaging proteins in real time, and these mutant proteins that cause cancer will, for nanoseconds, reveal a little pocket that is there in the mutant protein that's not there in the normal protein in the body, that the chemists can just shove a drug into and block in that nanosecond and block it permanently and switch it off. So it will only hit the mutant protein, but not the normal one. And that's where we get into kind of treatments. And then there are new technologies like molecular glues and degraders, where we can give chemical compounds that get into the cell and allow, we were talking about these rare sarcomas, that can sort of bind these mutant transcription factors and essentially address them to the cellular machinery that acts as a dustbin and degrade them. It's just miraculous, and that's all extremely specific, and it's come about through a combination of a better understanding of biology, exquisitely extraordinary chemistry, and AI and deep learning tools. So there's massive hope here now, I think.
Charlie, I'm sorry, I was just going to say I think you should start an OnlyFans, because I was getting under the collar hearing all that hope. I was like, oh, talk data to me, Charlie.
What's OnlyFans?
Does anybody want to know?
Sorry, Brian.
Let's not get Charlie talking data. Hopefully, the next question from the audience.
Hello, I'm Lucy Wojcioff, and my question is, does cancer risk come from lifestyle or our genetics? I've heard about blue zones where people in certain parts of the world have different diets and live longer. Can eating certain foods help protect against cancer?
That's 2 times in a row.
There's a lot out there. There's a lot of information about different sorts of foods and bacteria and kimchi and all that delicious stuff. But we don't really know, and I don't think it's been tested properly. I think we need to be a bit cautious about the claims that are sometimes made for some reason.
Can I just ask as well, because there's this real thing in the cancer community, almost like you've caused your cancer or you've caused your cancer to come back, and it breaks my heart because you'll listen to certain people on podcasts, I'm not going to name names, who have had cancer, but they're like, I've just cut out sugar and I'm now eating this and I'm now eating that, but there's no proof. But by talking like that, what they're saying is it feels like you're shaming people who have had cancer, because I got cancer at 31 and I was like having a drink. I was being a normal 31-year-old. There are millions and billions of 31-year-olds who don't get cancer, but I think maybe my family and my genetics are more predisposed. So if we knew more about people's predispositions to diseases, then I think would lifestyle factors be a fair thing to chalk it up to?
Yeah, it's a massive question. This, it's a question that it causes a lot of controversy amongst scientists. Nobody can make their minds up. I mean, it wasn't so long ago, I guess 7 or 8 years ago, when there were 2 articles published back to back, within about 6 months of each other. One very famous scientist saying only about 30% of cancers were preventable through lifestyle choices, and another very famous scientist publishing an article 6 months later saying about 70% of cancers were avoidable through altering lifestyle factors. And of course, what ends up happening is it just sows massive confusion. If 2 preeminent scientists can't even make their minds up about this problem, what hope is there for people listening to your podcast, for example? This is highly controversial, and part of the problem is that we're all humans, we're all genetically diverse, we all have different lifestyles, and we all have different memories when it comes. If you asked me what food I had last week, I would have no idea. And yet a lot of these epidemiological studies are based on memory. What's your diet like? Tell us about your diet in a typical week. And then we put this all together with sort of 400, 500,000 individuals, and we expect something to come out of it that's intelligible. And often it's not, because you put rubbish data in, you get rubbish data out. You know, that cancer to some extent is a Swiss cheese effect. It's a series of bad events, some of which, frankly, is just unlucky. And the point you make about patients blaming themselves and their diet and what have you, you know, it brings tears to your eyes.
Okay. Come on. You have the stats. There we go.
It's totally unfair because a lot of it is complete nonsense, and there is just bad luck that we don't really understand the role of.
And treating it like a battle.
Yes,
or
that's right.
a race or something else like that is good. I think the other thing that I've always had problems with, and I think a lot of people do, which is you can report statistically on an enhanced risk of something else or other happening because you've done a lifetime of not eating broccoli. But what people want to know is, is it going to happen to me or my mum or my brother or my best friend? And we can't tell because there's so many variables, and some of it is just statistical luck.
Yeah, we have another question from the audience.
Hello, I'm Adora Islam, and my question is, how much of cancer research has historically focused on limited demographics, and what progress has been made towards including more diverse populations in clinical trials and studies? Thank you.
Yeah, I think I can take this one. So it's a really, really important and interesting question. So I think historically there hasn't been enough research being done. It's coming to light now that people from different ethnic backgrounds might have different susceptibilities. For example, women of South Asian descent, women of Afro-Caribbean descent have a higher risk of getting breast cancers at a much earlier age than Caucasian women of the same disease. And we don't really know why. And a lot of that has stemmed from thinking, well, it has been research, not like it hasn't been research, but a lot of it has been done comparing populations in different parts of the world. And that gets complicated because people in different parts of the world have different socio-economic factors. They've got better healthcare in one part of the world, worse healthcare in another part of the world. They've got access to early detection, and they don't have access to early detection. So all of that can muddy the waters. We're now doing some really interesting biology to really understand that there are biological differences. It's probably because of our genetic background, right? Which means that a white woman and brown woman or a black woman might not be ready for the same sort of treatment. And we're starting to
That's the
scratch on
third
surface of that,
sleep
and I think
deprived I
it's
got,
gonna
my
be
friend.
really important. The
Super
technology
annoying.
now that we've got to be able to look at all our different sorts of cells at the same time and work out what's different is fantastic.
Okay, well, we have another. I think we have another question. Yeah, another question.
Hello, I'm Nishish Noor, and my question is the rate of cancer increasing, or is it that diagnosis is more common? And how can you tell what is causing this?
Wow.
Who would like to say? It's the easy one.
So how long have we got? 45 minutes. So partly cancer incidence or the rise in cancer diagnosis is a result of the fact that we're living longer. But you've probably heard in the press as well that there are other cancers that are coming on at a younger age. We call them early onset cancers under the age of 50, one of which is colorectal cancer. And that is absolutely true, I mean, without a shadow of a doubt. And that's not just because of screening, because actually we don't screen in the 50s. These are new diagnoses in patients who present with symptoms, who are, without a doubt, suffering from colorectal cancer, and we're seeing many more of these individuals. So the question is why? Why are we seeing more early onset colorectal cancers? And this comes back to the sort of discussions we were having earlier around lifestyle. There are lots of theories which include changes in the diet, exposure to different bacteria in our guts that might be causing mutations in the epithelium, earlier antibiotic use potentially. Some people even suggested more cesarean sections that have occurred in the younger 50s than in the 70 or 80-year-old age group. But it could be many other things, including air pollution or microplastics, or ultra-processed foods, which is what I think is the most likely, if you were to ask me. I think it's ultra processed foods is perhaps the most likely of all. Why do I say that? Take two populations, South Korea and Japan. Ethnically not too dissimilar, pretty close to each other. But the rates of colorectal cancer in the under 50s is staying pretty level in Japan, but in South Korea is rising quite rapidly. So that really suggests to me there's some dietary impact here that's having an effect. The truth is we don't know. South Korea is rising quite rapidly. So that really suggests to me there's some dietary impact here that's having an effect. The truth is we don't know. Cancer Research UK have just funded a group called Team Prospect. They've given them $25 million to get to the bottom of this problem, to really get to grips with what's causing colorectal cancer in the under 50s. And hopefully in the next 5 years we'll have an answer.
Yes, because part of the question was how can we tell, which is a broader question about the research. So maybe you could give us an example of how you, as a scientist researching this area, how you go about trying to understand or answer a question like that. Does this particular thing lead to a higher incidence of cancer?
And that is research being done. Microplastics, ultra-processed foods. You start by playing with cells in a petri dish and chucking these things up. You can see that there are changes happening. And then we just go up from there.
But it's still difficult to associate. I mean, a lot of things could be quite toxic to cells in a dish. I mean, the sulfuric acid is a very good example of but it's not clear that those necessarily are causing.
Okay. All right. You have the stats. You have D and guts and wit. You have plenty of skills. You don't even need skills for you. Alright, get first. That's what I thought. Fuck you.
I'd be interested in Charlie why he feels so strongly about processed foods, which I love.
Well, yeah. In general, yeah. So, yes. I mean, if something tastes that good, there's got to be a problem with it. No, but I think, the other bit about that question, Brian, I think you're alluding to was this issue of are we diagnosing more cancer?
Bono. Bono. Shut up, Bono.
トがあるみたいだよ。
Jeez, man, this game is so laggy. I need to fix that. I stand on business. Wait. So I have 2, 4, 6, 9. 9 stars. Bono, bono, bono. Bono.
For best mobile.
How about Power 6 stars, Miles 6 star, then you are a 6 star, 666. Who can I get? Garbage, actually. Okay, what about Mile 5 star and Turf? 3 users. Vodka, Orion. That's crap, dude. Well. What about this one? Oof. That is a 6 stars in Face Chaser. Yeah, it's not bad. Let's see how it goes. Mile corners, ramp up, slipstream. Straight descent. gonna try this.
And there is certainly an element of that. So when, I mean, there was a period in the US where they were doing a lot of PSA screening for prostate cancer, and of course the number of prostate cancers shot up. And the minute they stopped PSA screening, because everybody thought it was bad, the number of prostate cancer diagnoses dropped off. And there's this whole, that points to this issue of overdiagnosis. A lot of men will die with prostate cancer, but won't die of prostate cancer. If you, I mean, there've been lots of studies looking at this, that you slice a prostate at death, and you will find prostate cancers in many men over the age of 70, 75, but they will never die of prostate cancer. And this is one of the challenges of screening, because we have this issue of overdiagnosis. You can detect a cancer, you can diagnose a cancer, you can treat a cancer, but that patient may never have died of that cancer.
I think one of the things that's most surprised me, and I think a lot of us in the field, is just how chock-a-block full of pre-tumours we are by the time we're 50 or 60. We've got lesions all over the place. Pancreas, thyroid, you name it. They just don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And we don't really understand it.
I heard this amazing statistic from James DeGregory, who works in Colorado, who's calculated that of the 30 trillion cells in our body in a 60-year-old, 100 billion of them will have one or more cancer mutations in. And to your point, that tells you that cancer at the cellular level is incredibly rare. Even though you've got 100 billion cells with cancer mutations in, your lifetime risk of cancer is only 1 in 2. That's extraordinary.
Another question. Again, you've been stood there for the best part of 45 minutes. So another question from the audience.
Hello, I'm Paul Gregley, and my question is, do you think future cancer research is better spent on finding a cure or preventing it developing in the first place? Thank you.
Can I take that one? I think that we are getting better and better and better at treating early stages of cancer. If you look at prevention, apart from smoking, don't really know how to prevent it very well. Early stages of cancer we can actually treat really well. And then we've got late stages of cancer, which gives us this bell-shaped curve. And I think we need to flatten that curve. We need to be able to bring those two sides up. So we need to be able to prevent better. And if we can prevent everything, we won't need to be able to treat late-stage cancers. But we still have people in the world now who are going to get aggressive cancers. Got people in our hospitals with aggressive cancers. We've got to be able to find ways of being able to treat them better. So I think we need to invest in that.
You must have a view on this, Lauren, because clearly I think most of us would say, well, prevention would be preferable.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've lost a lot of friends to cancer that really should still be here, and it's been a case of too late, really, catching the disease. For me personally, I'm really interested in the genetics of it all and our predispositions, because I feel like if there was more investment into us and our genetics and understanding our family lineage and who's had cancer in the family and coming at it from that angle, we'd probably be able to say, okay, rather than screening being over a certain age, maybe it's like, well, you have a predisposition to cancer, therefore we should be screening you for these things. Really and truly, I shouldn't have had my first smear test at 21, but because I was sexually active, show off, because I was sexually active and my mum had cervical cancer, my GP was amazing. He was like, we're going to get you in early. I think having that kind of knowledge can only be beneficial, and in my mind, I'm like, that is probably like a little gateway maybe into prevention that isn't just lifestyle.
0 for 10.
Tested. Maybe it's genetic.
And you mentioned earlier that
God, I never get lucky, dude.
And this idea that each individual can be screened essentially.
So actually, Lauren reminded me of quite an important point, which is the one cancer where there is well, there are two actually, but the one where there's an approved treatment for prevention.
Something else I could do, I mean.
Yeah, that's right. Patients who are at high genetic risk of breast cancer can be offered tamoxifen if they're premenopausal and aromatase inhibitors if they're
Need to get her to
The problem is the uptake has been
quickly
very
to
poor.
orange.
And you know, if you speak to most primary care physicians, they don't know the data or they don't tend to prescribe them. Or if they do prescribe them, patients don't stay on. Well, they're not patients because they're not sick, so they don't stay on the drugs for very long. This is the challenge.
This is why the question is difficult, right? Because the question is basically making assumptions. With state of play at the moment, where chemotherapy is pretty uncomfortable, and no cure for cancer when people have it, which you're saying which is the best? Well, actually, people want both. But I'd go for, you know, if you had a cure cancer drug that cured every cancer, imagine going to hospital and having a diagnosis of cancer and then being told to go home and enjoy your holiday because it'll be gone by next Thursday.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's
I
true,
want a
that-
cure.
Yeah.
A cure for them all, and then I don't have to worry about prevention. But meanwhile, prevention's a good way of preventing a lot of people from getting ill.
But it doesn't help those at stage 4.
No.
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 Or think about living with cancer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that we turn it into a cold. We turn it
Yeah.
into a
Bro.
Yeah.
That, I mean, that's also a massive objective. Cancer Research UK is putting a lot of money into learning how to live with cancer.
One more question.
Hello, I'm Karen Donald, and my question is, what can the public do to ensure all this amazing science becomes new medicines and gets on the
I'm gonna do this one.
funding and clinicians' hands? Thank you.
So first of all,
Okay.
I'm sure many of you give.
I can
money
get one
to
if I get enough skill
Cancer Research
points.
UK and other.
Let's see. I'm not gonna do this one. Bro! That is crazy. I'm not doing it. Isn't she orange? I should beat this one. Bro! You're crazy. You're really telling me you couldn't have beat that? You have the freaking stats. Holy moly, you suck, lady. God. I gotta do another... I mean, I just gotta do more races. Okay.
Worthy charities, and I just want to make put a shout out to Cancer Research UK. I am a little bit conflicted because I work for Cancer Research UK, and Cancer Research UK pay for a lot of the work that goes on in this building. So if you take that,
I'm gonna do this one.
interest-
That's crazy. That is crazy. Like a 7. I mean, hey, if she were to be 7D in power is super nice. That's pissing me off. Okay, where is she? Holy. Okay, I should have been orange a long time ago. But it's okay. I probably should have done that. Let me on to this one. C in power is crazy. I'm hoping for a gold right here. Gold! No! My OS, and then I can try to really try. That is so shit, bro. That is so shit. Well, I gotta do these races anyway, so... I'm gonna crash out. What's wrong with you? Like, how are you losing? Like, seriously, how are you losing? I don't understand you. Like, you're actually just, like, losing. Yeah, I got this. No, I'm gonna do this. Fuck off. Right now, just fuck off. Jeez. Jeez, man. Like this race, this is terrible right now. Terrible. Wow, there you go. You actually did something right. Holy, seeing power is really huge right now. I gotta get my speed up prompto. Yeah, I'll do the race. I'm gonna get straight descent now. It's really cheap. That's it. Do this race. Hopefully I win. Yep. I might not even get head on with how bad she's at the game right now. She's playing so poorly, dude. Still have other races. Okay, yeah, we should win this one. I mean, bro, I am C rank. I'm literally beyond your comprehension. There we go.
Account when I give my answer. I mean, the work they do is really phenomenal. I mean, they invest in fundamental discovery research, which pharma companies tend not to the same extent, because pharma companies have a much sort of.
I gotta do speed. I really gotta focus on speed. Nice. Can I get a whip? I mean, that was good. No point. I just get maximum energy. Beam power is super huge. Yeah, you're... I'll do it. And a pop. T-press, bro. Nothing really amazing. I would rather recover. Nope. Just gonna get her orange. It's such a waste. These stats are okay, but not great. Yeah, of course, she's not gonna get... Yeah, these aren't good stats. This is a really... If I don't get Mile S, though, I'm gonna ban the run because it's not good. It's really bad. I'd rather do this race, honestly.
ここは負けられない一番。
Nice. Single ever out of this one. Jeez. Okay, so I should get 700 speed. It's not looking super hot. Gotta be honest.
注目の一番。
Towards the horizon when it comes to, you know, I guess the profit motive and drugs into the clinic and making money from those drugs. Whereas Cancer Research UK will fund scientists to pursue curiosity-driven research for, you know, almost a career. I mean, Gerard has been funded by Cancer Research UK on and off for a few years. I've been funded for a few years less than him, but you know, as long as you carry on, yeah, not that many, but as long as you carry on doing interesting stuff, and you know, some of the major breakthroughs have come about in science by funding curiosity-driven scientists for decades, and then suddenly something amazing happens. I'll give you an example. Jim Allison, who discovered checkpoint inhibitors and won a Nobel Prize from this. I mean, he was studying the immune system and how the immune system could fight back against cancers for years and years and years of his career, long after many research funders in the US, UK and Europe stopped funding this research because they just thought it was futile and not going anywhere. But he carried on ploughing this furrow over a career. Until suddenly he made a major breakthrough, and bingo, suddenly, almost overnight, melanoma, advanced melanoma, was transformed from a disease where the best drug we had was DTIC that had a response rate of 4%. 4 patients out of 100 would respond. All patients would develop resistance, and tragically all would die. So a disease where well over half of patients, well over 50% of patients now, because of this molecule that he found that could reactivate the immune system. Now we have drugs that can target that pathway, reactivate the immune system, recognize the cancer, and cure over 50% of patients with melanoma in the last 15 years. It's extraordinary. So again, to your point, I think the answer is carry on supporting discovery research, curiosity-driven research funded by the Medical Research Council. Welcome.
A Empower's crazy.
Cancer Research UK. All the people.
Jesus, lady.
Totally
This speed and power is not bad. It just needs to be more.
I think you're so right there. I get asked this a lot in my field, and the answer to which research should we?
I don't think I'll ever actually like.
Is we're not smart enough to know.
No, we don't know.
It's not possible to know. Absolutely.
I mean, I think it's very simple, which is cancer research is done by scientists and clinicians.
Please be a gold, 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 gold. Oh. Mile S. Whoo! And I got Shadow Break? I don't know how many pops, but I don't care. I mean, I think I can do it. Dude. I only have a few more races before. It's like, I gotta do more races now because I'm losing. This run's actually over, dude. She's just so bad at the game. terrible, dude.
注目の一
There we go. Okay, at least I'm lucky with like. Screw it, gotta pop it. I need like 4 more double speeds. I mean, like, if this was 900 speed, I'd be pretty good right now and confident, but a little worried right now. I only skipped 1 double, and like I'm not doing singles. Let's do end closer. Nice, she's done. She got everything, and she has more skill points now because I did extra races, so I gotta do full speed. If I'm lucky, I can actually probably get her to 1,000 speed before URA finale. Right-handed, must have. I don't have no Nimble Navigator discount. Oh yeah, and I don't have Sakura, so I can't get Speedstar. That's another thing that I can't get. I should be good.
It's also done by all the people.
Yeah.
And you know, I say that
I didn't want to do that.
qualities that have got to be looked at: trust and courage. We have to trust you. No, you have to trust us. You have to trust us to do the great experiments and the things that are weird and strange and out of the box. And we have to have the courage to do those things, and not just pause and just do the same old thing, turn the handle, crank the handle, but to share our excitement and share what I think is the inevitable result, which is cancers will become things of the past largely in the future.
And I think what you also point out, without patient participation in clinical trials, we'd have none of these breakthroughs.
Probably should have
And
waited.
It's really important when we go back to that ethnic diversity point. It's really important that everybody is represented properly in those sorts of clinical trials. Because then, well, otherwise we're working in the dark.
We've got a huge number of questions from the audience. We're almost out of time. And just one last very quick question. We haven't really covered it, so I just from Fabienne Maxwell Drake, who's asking about a test. Will we find a universal test for cancer as accessible as standard blood tests?
Well, we're doing a big trial in the UK that I'm involved in called the NHS Gallery trial, where we're taking blood from 140,000 individuals. We spin it down and we look for cancer DNA. And those results will be published this time next year, so hold your breath.
I just wanted to end with that. You've been quite optimistic, I think, in your vision of this. There is that question, that final question, which is, do you foresee a time when, as you said, it will be a disease like a common cold or taking antibiotics? So it's just something that everybody deals with and then it goes away. And I suppose it's an unfair question, but if so, could you hazard a guess? I mean, I know it's unfair, but 10 years, 20 years, 30 years.
Not in our lifetime, is my guess. But for all cancers. But I think we will have more examples.
Not in our scientific lifetime, but maybe in our actual
It'll be
lifetime.
incremental.
Are you planning on retiring?
It'll be incremental, probably tumour type by tumour type. I mean, there are always these outliers like pancreatic cancer, those are bastards.
Yeah.
Sorry. You know, I mean, pancreatic cancer driven by the same molecular lesions as drive lung cancer can be a much more horrible disease. We don't understand that.
Yeah.
We don't understand why RAS proteins get mutated in most cancers, but very rarely in breast. Who said that had to happen? These are pretty weird stuff that we don't understand.
But we are already curing cancers.
Yeah, I think there'll be many more examples of cancers like melanoma, for instance. At 1 minute are totally incurable, the next minute are very curable. And that's the beauty about science. It gives a lot of hope, number one. And number two, what's happening today may be very different tomorrow. And literally almost overnight things can change. And that's what I love about this job.
Yeah. And the people in it.
And the people in it.
Your
Absolutely.
miracle workers, guys. Your miracle workers.
I think that's the perfect way to end, isn't it?
Yes.
So thank you to all our wonderful questions.
Oh, I don't think I will be able to get 1200 speed. Like, I don't know, man. Like, this is kind of crazy. Think about it. Like if I get like 3 doubles, maybe I will get to. And my width's so fucking low. It's not even like 700. Just an overall bad run. Really bad run because I had to do more races. Not like I had much of a... They have a lot of skill points though, so I can get... like, skill-wise, I got a lot of shit, dude. I almost lost. I would have crashed out. That would have been crazy. No, I won't get 200 speed. I don't... It just... The races were so bad RNG. So bad, dude. If this is 1060, I'd be like, hell yeah, you know, like, this is great. But, yeah, the speed is tremendously bad. I think you can do it with 2 speeds. I don't think you need 3, but it's obviously a bigger gamble. And I didn't get mile corners. Like, you see, this is nice, right? Like, super good. I needed like 3 more of those, and I had 1. I had 1 and I skipped it. So right now I have like 1060. But again, that's not a lot. But I had to do more G1 races. I was so unlucky with the G1 races, dude. Because I didn't have to do extra because I could have just done my goal ones and try to get the 4 wins. But still. Yeah. If I didn't do the extra G1 races, I would have been like 1140 right now. Yeah, I think this could have been my Uma. This could have been it. Unfortunate. Yeah, unfortunate. Man. It's just... This could have been it. This could have been it. So frustrating. So frustrating. Because I have 60 and then I have Mile S, so I do have like 1200 plus. I do have 3 gold skills this time though. Unfortunate. But it works. It works. It's actually there in terms of compatibility. Do I have the right person? The fuck is this? Yeah, bitch, I don't need that. Power 3, speed. Okay, so look at that, mile. That's 7 stars a mile. That's actually really good. Might try this one. Account buyer. I mean, with a 50, yeah, you can be an account buyer probably, dude.
事も大きいことが一番。M サイズより L サイズ、L サイズよりパーティーサイズ。
Huh. Why a Russian Gale, dude? Like, that's so stupid. Like, this has turf. Okay, 9-star power with only 3-star mile, but there's another that, yeah, it doesn't have 3-star, but it's this one, right? Mile, 7 stars a mile, that's 13 stars. I mean, yeah, because I have 6 stars plus 7 is 13, more than enough. Let's see how this goes. You need to give me mile corners and ramp up discount. That's what I want. It's smart. Okay. I can do this. That Mayano I made was pretty nice, dude.
We're tracking an accomplice to a Jamaican lottery scam, and we're about to go to his house and confront him with his very own family.
He needs help.
Have you received cash before?
Yes, you have.
They have your social, they have your ability to open credit cards.
For 5 years, these people been playing with him.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? I'm gonna show him the package, okay?
Tell me what's in the box.
Let him talk, lady. Let him talk.
Shut up.
No, don't talk to us like this.
This scam begins with a phone call from people pretending to be from Winners International, promising a massive lottery winnings. That all you have to do is pay a little fee before it's delivered right to your front door. Our team members Chappie Gray and Bull, scam baiters extraordinaire, are going to work together and pretend to be victims while these scammers take them down their path to try to get more and more money out of them. But hopefully we can identify where this money is going and expose more players in this entire operation.
I'm actually excited to see the footage. I haven't seen this footage before. What about you, brother?
This is the beginning.
Okay, I think my goal this time around is I did like 5 extra G1 races. I gotta look at that Uma again. That was the issue. I shouldn't have done that many races. If I only did like 2 failed and then waited for my goals, I think I would have been like maxed out. Maxed out for sure. This one's good. It's 3 of them. Just want to finish this quickly. Nice. Just get her to orange as soon as possible. These 2 are good. I think she's probably green from that. Oh yeah. This is huge. Nice. Okay. That one was so good, bro. I literally had 3 golds, like 4 good regular skills. Right-handed maxed out. If I had right-handed and fall runner maxed out, I might have kept that one because it's like, well, that gives me 120 plus my OS, so technically it's good. I want to get these guys maxed orange. My corner is so nice, dude. That was crazy. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Well, this is kind of crazy. I definitely need these guys maxed out. I'll do this. Why not? A little bit width. Get her up. Late surgery corners. Yeah, it would have been great if those pace chase corners. Give me some guts. I'm gonna recover. Yeah. You are a kid with that attitude of yours. Just gonna do this. They're still not orange. Gonna do this. That gets her up. I'm not even this one because I barely have any stamina. Okay, this one again. Dude, where's my events? Like, look at that. They're everywhere, bro. They're just scattered. It's not good. Not good at all. This could be a just like get rid of. I won't make this mistake as last time. I'm just gonna quickly. Okay, cool. Yep, that's one. It's one extra one, but I'm not gonna do extras. Nope, you're good. Nope. You're dumb, bitch. But I'm also F, right? I'm not even E, I think. Alright, if I lost that one, I would have quit. Beautiful. That's not beautiful. E now. Oof, okay. I'm gonna get skill points. The more the merrier. I'm gonna do that instead, bro. There's 3 of them there. Are you crazy? D, nice. Gonna rest. Dude, come on. That's 2 sleep deprives. You gotta stop that shit. dude, this is actually pretty bad. Look at that one. Nice. This should be orange. Inspiration. I'm hoping for a gold. Gold. Man. Double Affinity's a scam, dude. Let's see what is her. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, it's fine. Again, I need to get my stats up. I'm gonna do skill points. 30 is great. Oh, I'm doing that 100%. Pace chase corners. Great. As much as I would gamble on it, I'm not going to. Yeah, fuck you, lady. Alright, that's the... Dude. There we go. That is seriously, like, I'm getting sick of this. Seriously. Really sick of that. I don't know if I'm going to do well. I got Pace Chase corners, so I'll just get that once. Yeah, I think it's, I'm gonna quit right away. Doesn't matter. There's no point. Oh, I won that. Holy moly. Like, dude. My run has just been so bad. Like, it's just terrifying, you know? I'm just a little, like, worried, like, that shit's gonna hit the fan. I gotta do this one. You would be stupid not to do it. I mean, there's 3 of them. Yes, 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 yes. C-Rang. Yeah, I want that a little bit higher, you know? Sing, you know, I'm gonna just do it. She'll be done. Slipstream is amazing that she gave me just now. Oh, holy moly. I'm just gonna do this. Mile straightaways, super nice. Restart. Not even good. Just gonna do this. That's really important because if I get them to proc in places I want them to, it's gonna be amazing. Like, I do need to get her done, but it's okay. It's not really okay, but there's not much choices I got here. Oh, dude. I need to get my fans up because I need to do this, again, extra G races I don't want to do, but I don't have a choice. I'm gonna do this. Need to get her orange quickly. Nice. Let's see. Single. I'm just gonna do this. Screw the race. I have more I can do. Is there G1 race right here? There's dirt, but I don't have that. Yeah, wait. I won't get 600. I mean, it's kind of hard. These stats aren't bad, per se, no. Slipstream is good. Highlander. Mile corners. Mile straightaways. Again, I do want to get ramp up discount. I haven't got the, at least I got the, we'll see how it goes, but jeez, man. Yeah, I got more races I could do though, but she might not get level 2 ultimate because yeah, she's kind of screwed. And I'm still C, dude, right? Dude, like these runs, man. I swear I'm getting like pretty good on the members proccing. Yep, there we go. Still not very confident. I need some big pops in good places. I'm gonna get energy right here. Is there a G1 I can do? No, rough, dude. I gotta do this one, just get her. Ooh, nice. I might do a race right now. I'll do a race now. Just because I need the fans. There we go. There we go. I don't want to do this one. But she's orange now. Right-handed. That's beautiful. Beautiful, dude. Awesome. Awesome. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Boom. All I've got. Don't know what that is. Just gonna do this. Because again, I need more speed. I need to get as much speed as possible. This is also really good. I still have to do my pace, late, and end, so... yeah, I mean, this is kind of like worse than last time, dude. Like, seriously, like, my luck is just screwed right now. Second place, yeah. Okay, I think run's over. I just abandon it. There's really no point.
Beginning of the bait. So they've uncovered some information. Chappie and Bull are masters at it. This is the beginning. So before we jump into action, we're going to educate ourselves as to where the bait stands as of now and see what kind of shenanigans they've already started before Trilogy Media gets involved.
May I ask who this is? I had
wow, bro. I already have Max right-handed.
It's about a delivery from the Winners International. We have 1 year of a certified chest and also a brand new car.
Wait, what? Really?
Yes, sir.
Well, that sounds nice. And what was your good name again? I didn't get it.
That's John Peterson. You're gonna write it down. You want yourself a certified check. That is a insurance check. That is valid for $2.5 million. and also a brand new car.
And a brand new car.
And you're going to receive 25,000 in cash. So you write that down also.
Oh, is that part of the 2.5 million or it's extra?
Bro. She's so screwed, bro. She can't win anything for her life. Like, I actually, like, have a screwed up character. So pathetic. Got this one. I should be able to get this race completed. There we go. I didn't really want to do that race, but no choice. Dude, these stats are dog shit. And I'm being greedy on the exposures. I need them to pop in places I want them to pop. Oh, okay, nice. This still very much has potential, but I don't know. I'll do this one. Wish it was actually like... Boom. Not bad. I gotta do end closer, I believe. Yes. Okay, good. I don't gotta do any other G1 races. She's golden. Still, if I can get those pops in speed right now, that'd be so amazing. Yeah, thanks. I don't think I'll beat Zenith. Oh, I won, but these stats aren't ideal, dude. Another L. Like, dude. Where's the pops, bro? 800 power, dude. Yeah, this run, dude. Second place? Hold on. Is it because her wit or stamina is not 600? Like, I mean, she has shit stats too. Yeah, let's run 3 speed cards again and see what I can end up with. I mean, yeah, dude, like, what is this, like, crap, dude, this crap. Again, like, it's not ideal, bro. Bro, what's with these like parents I'm making?
これはありがとうの嘆きっす。イタリアンは海の幸をよく使うからね。うちのお店はいろんな漁場に。マヤのトップガン。
6 stars power, 9 star power, 12 star power.
Yes, that's in cash. You're receiving that.
Was
in
not the
cash.
question.
That's wonderful news. Holy cow. I might buy you
Thank
dinner
you.
with that money. We're going for a nice dinner in the new Mercedes.
You're gonna need yourself a Flamers card. Do you know what's a Flamers card?
No, I don't. I've never heard of this before.
What is a claimer's card? That's a great question. One of those terms that they use which usually means frickin' Target gift card or some shit. But he's pretending to be a victim. He's letting the scammer take him down the path here. And a claimer's card. I haven't seen this yet, but I'm gonna take a wild guess that that means some kind of gift card or some kind of certificate or some kind of fee he'll have to pay to receive this this glorious winnings.
I know what the problem is. The problem is you never won before. That's why you don't know what claimer's card is.
Me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
You just
So
haven't won before
you tell me
Mercedes.
then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mercedes.
I did not win either.
Mercedes. Don't get it
All right,
twisted.
let's get that Mercedes.
No, I don't. I've never heard of this before. So it's. Oh, let me write this down. A claimer's card.
The name of the card is a 14-digit money pack.
Money pack.
You get one of these cards for only $250. Do you think you have that at home?
No. I gotta go to the bank to get that much cash. I gotta go to the bank machine to get that much.
Bank machine.
What kind of phone are you using at this time?
A cell phone.
Okay, you bring it in the van with you. You don't get disconnected.
Well, I got my pants on and I'm getting my rollerblades on right now. I don't have no gas in the car, so I'm gonna just blade over there. It's not very far.
Are you in your car?
No, I'm not taking the car. I told you that. I don't have no gas. I'm gonna blade. I'm gonna blade out there.
Please rollerblade to the store.
So I'm just gonna get out here and blade along. How can we dance when our world is turning? How do we sleep?
Genius! Rollerblading!
Where's me, buddy?
This is nice.
There now?
Yeah, just stop right here. Let me blade into the bank. Now, can I just pay the banker or go I have to go to the store? I don't understand what I'm... Because remember you said I won $2.5 million and that new car? So do I have to tell him about that so I can make sure I can put it in my bank?
Listen, you don't explain anything to anyone until you receive it.
Don't.
Listen, get that $250 and get out.
Well, I'm going to. I'm waiting in line. This nice lady in front of me keeps looking back at me every time I talk about my prize. Ma'am, mind your business.
You just get out of the van. Why are you explaining everything?
They never want you to say anything to anybody.
That's why I'm only asking you. I'm not asking the guy behind me. I'm asking you, what should I invest the $2.5 million in that I just won?
Rollerblading. I've seen his streams too. Sometimes he takes the horse to the store. It's fucking glorious. We have to put you in a Borat thong and get you to rollerblade.
Hey, sir, what do I want the money? Do I want it in 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s? What do I want it in? He's asking me. I don't know what to say.
100.
2 100s and then 51s? Like, what do you... Yes? Okay.
He's so confusing.
Sir, can I get it in 2 $100 bills and then 50 singles?
Alright, no problem. That right to you. Can you hold 1 second?
That's bold too. Yeah, he's double feasting.
He's good. He's really good with voices. He does his. He often does a Russian accent for like another rival scammer. Yes, and he rollerblades to the store. So right now, Bull is playing both parts, the banker and the old man on rollerblades,
He has 69
trying to get
characters.
50 singles
50 singles.
for whatever he's going to be doing
200
today.
and
So
50 singles. We'll do
amazing.
it.
Let's go.
Love that.
I'd also notice that you have quite a bit of money saved up here. Are you interested in any of our CDs? We have a nice rate right now at 2.5% if you walk away for 6 months. I can put you in touch with one of our specialists over there in their office, and they'd be happy to help you. Oh, that sounds nice. Hold on.
Hey, buddy, they got a prime rate on CDs right now for 2.5% interest rate.
Hold on, pause for a second. You know what a CD is?
I know. I knew that you were asking. I know you're gonna ask me that. Do you? No. In my head, but I know that it's wrong.
Certified deposit, I believe, right?
is it-
CD.
yeah.
It's like an investment, right?
That was 2 though. I should. Oh, nice actually.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I know it's not.
Sorry, certificate of deposit. So anyway, it's a way of saving money, earning interest. I don't know. I'm not a fucking banker, but the reason he's doing this is to a creative way of telling the scammer that he has a lot of money. Ideally, here the idea is sending the scammer or pretending to get $250 isn't really going to get anybody anywhere, and we're certainly not going to give the scammer $250. So Bull and Chappie are masters at finding unique ways of diverting from the original plan and getting the scammers to see dollar signs and go for a bigger take, which then ultimately, hopefully, will result in some kind of in-person investigation and confrontation that we can do here at Trilogy Media.
As we all know, scammers love
No, man.
dry all your accounts. So, you know, they have big appetites, and
Oh, wow.
scammers have big options
Or
too.
they just want to buy compact discs, one of the two.
Yeah, let's do it. Venice Beach, let's go. CD 2.5, let's go.
They got a prime rate on CDs right now for 2.5% interest rate. Do you mind if I go talk to the guy about that for a moment?
Listen, get what you're getting and get out, man. We need to meet up, okay?
Oh, you're gonna meet me? Okay, hold on, let me tell you. Sir, the guy from the lottery, he's gonna meet you.
Don't explain anything, okay? About your search warrant, don't explain anything.
Don't tell anyone.
Oh, I
Don't
didn't
tell
even think
anyone.
about that. Should I wait and invest the $2 million in that instead of the $400,000?
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. Wait. So you
Okay,
get the
let me tell the
and you
guy.
get out.
Sir, I don't want to talk to him today. Can I cancel? I'll wait till I have my $2 million and then I'll make another.
So genius, I love it.
Did you say $2 million, sir? You don't have that much right now in your account. You said $2 million?
Yes, that's right. $2 million is coming my way.
Explain anything
And
to that. Listen, don't explain.
what?
Do not explain anything to that man.
Don't tell him. Sir, I'm not going to explain anything to you about it right now. It's my $2 million. It's something else. I got the envelope, but the security guard's following me outside right now. I don't know what he's doing. You want me to stop and talk to him? Hold on, let me talk to him.
Talk to me when you're outside.
I'm walking outside right now, sir.
Get in your car.
I don't have a car. I rollerbladed here. You already know that. Let me start blading. You want me to call you when I get there?
No, you keep on the line.
Holy Lord.
I love that everything what
Alright, here we
scammers
go.
told him not to do it, we'll do it.
And they love to just stay on the phone.
So you're saying the guy at the bank said you had 800,000 in the account? What was he saying about the CD?
800,000.
Did you see it was 400,000, 800,000? So you give scammers
Ooh.
idea that you have money.
They see fucking
and
dollar
that's
signs.
how the hyenas
Nice.
are gonna start chewing your bank account.
And what's also an extra added bonus of this is they also introduce a little bit of a problem with the bank. So by Bull's old man telling Bull's banker that he's winning some money, you know, they can introduce like a banker that might try to get in the way or like close the account or block the account from withdrawals, which forces the scammer to have to find other ways of getting the money that are not electronic, whether it be money that he has at home, sometimes it's actual items. So I don't know where it's going to go, but I would imagine the scammer is going to try everything he can to get him to drain those accounts or collect
I'm not gonna say no to that.
for some kind of a pickup is what we're hoping.
Oh yes, he said I could if I wanted to invest half of it, the 400,000 for 6 months, I could get a 2.5% interest rate on it. All I have to do.
800,000 is in your checking or savings account?
It's in my savings account. Let me get up on Larry. Hold on, let me saddle him up. I didn't ride him yesterday. And we'll just go get gas and then bring it back to the car, okay?
He bladed home.
All right.
And because he wanted to blade to the bank, but not blade to the store.
Right.
So now he's got to ride the horse to get gas. I don't know why you don't drive the car to get gas,
Right.
but you got to go get a horse to
good.
get gas.
All right.
And somehow carry the gas
Gold, 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 gold. Oh, dude, silver. I'm hoping for mile S. That was really terrible. If I don't get mile S next, the run's just over. I just quit the run. I have no choice. I'm gonna do this. Fuck it. The run's over if I don't get mile S. Oh, Raptors. Could have given me straight descent. Corners, bro. This run is actually going to shit. I can't even get her freaking done because she's like, I'm gonna be anywhere outside of wit. Like, great. Cool. Yeah, dude. Nice. I don't know how I'm ready for this one. Seven needs to go up for sure. Speed is great. Power is low. Width is high. I won't get 600. I mean, I might. Okay, I gotta put her. Gotta put her somewhere else. Okay, okay. I think I'm gonna lose because I have no stamina. I actually lost. Yep, runs over, boys. Shit game, by the way. I have no more attempts, so I gotta like actually like hard focus. Jesus. Oh. That's crazy. Nope. I actually have nothing. Like, seriously nothing. If I don't make top 3, it's over. Oh, first place, wow. If I don't get my OS, it's over. Okay, I don't need to do extra races no more. Just gotta get stats now. Caution race course, thank you. That's crazy. My good mood to good. My stamina's so fucking low, bro. Oh, that would have been game over if she was like kicked out. Okay, Mile S or game over? Gold. Jeez. Runs over. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 13 stars of mile. Does not matter. Cool. Yep. Yeah, cool. Runs over. Yes. Runs over. There's nothing to do. What a stupid game. Alright boys, that's it for the stream. You all have a good night. Take it easy. Take care. Peace.